Okay, very good morning, students. So we are moving towards a new model, which is impact of jet. So in our last video, we completed the dynamics of fluid flow. So if anyone is having any doubts regarding dynamics of fluid flow, can message me or WhatsApp me. Uh, so this is the second module, impact of jet. It's a very easy and important topic. So we will be moving ahead. So basically, what is impact of jet? So the liquid, when the liquid comes out in the form of a jet from the outlet of a nozzle, which is fitted to a pipe through which the liquid is passing under pressure, if some plate which may be fixed or moving is placed in the path of a jet, a force is exerted by the jet on the plate. Means what? Suppose uh, suppose there is a pipe, correct? This is the outlet of the pipe. At the outlet, one nozzle is connected. Obviously, the diameter of the nozzle will be less as compared to the diameter of the pipe. Okay, so the water will be coming through through pressure. So, if a plate is placed in front of the nozzle, so there will be a impact due to this jet. Correct. So our aim in this chapter will be to find the impact. What impact is created due to this jet on this plate. Okay. So our aim is to find the force. Obviously, impact means what? To find the force, that what amount of force is exerted by the jet on this plate. Correct. So for that purpose, the force is obtained. The force is obtained from the Newton's second law of motion or from impulse momentum equation. If you remember impulse momentum equation, this is the same we have done in the previous model, which was also termed as a momentum equation or momentum principle. Okay. So the impact of a jet means the force exerted by the jet on the plate, which may be stationary or moving. So this is the different cases we will be dealing with. So if this plate is stationary, first case will be, if this case is stationary, then it is the first case, and second case it will be the plate will be in a moving state. Okay. So in this chapter, the following cases of the impact of jet, that is the force exerted by the jet on the plate, will be considered as when the plate is stationary. Okay. Means first case is the force exerted by the jet on a stationary plate, and the second case is force exerted by the jet on the moving plate. Correct. And when the plate is stationary, then there are again three sub cases, and the sub cases, this first plate is in a vertical, plate is vertical to the jet, means what? The jet is impacting the what plate in 90 degree. Okay. And second is the plate is in inclined position, and the third is plate is curved. So the plate is curved. One more case in the curve, that the curved plate will be symmetrical or asymmetrical. Similarly, force exerted by the jet on a moving plate when the plate is vertical. Similarly, plate is inclined or plate is curved. Here also it will be symmetrical or asymmetrical. Okay. So we will be dealing with first case. The first case is force exerted by the jet on the stationary vertical plate. Stationary vertical plate. So for that purpose, it is a small derivation we will be dealing with. So in this derivation, I have assumed one pipe. Okay. At the outlet of the pipe, we have joined one nozzle. As I said, the diameter of the nozzle will be obviously less than the diameter of the pipe. Correct. Due to which the water will be discharging outlet with maximum force, and a plate is placed just in front of the nozzle. Correct. So when the jet of the water will obviously impacting the plate in 90 direction, so it will be obviously 90 degree. And one more thing, I have assumed that the let v be the velocity of jet coming out from the nozzle. Okay. And another thing is, you should know that the v is the velocity at this point. Correct. When the jet is impacting on the plate, means at this point, what will be the velocity? So the velocity will be equal to 0. Correct. So for just an instant, the velocity will be equal to 0 because the water will be in stationary state just for a few seconds at this point, and when it's and then after that the water will be dispersed into upward direction and downward direction. Okay. So first V is the velocity of the jet, D is the diameter of the jet, and A is the area of the cross section of the jet. Means this is the diameter, correct? I have noted as small d, and small a is equal to area of the cross section of the jet, which is given as pi by 4 into d square. I have clearly given here 2 star means what? It is important for your semester exam. So the next step is when the jet after striking the plate will move along the plate, but the plate is at right angle, correct? The plate is at a right angle to the jet. Hence jet after striking will get deflected through 90 degree, correct? Means what? If this is the jet, when there is a plate in the 90 degrees, so it will be obviously moving in upward direction as well as in 90 degree in downward direction. And the component of the velocity of jet in the direction of jet will be striking will be equals to 0. Means what? The velocity at this point will be equals to 0, as I said before. The force exerted by the jet on the plate in the direction of the jet is given by, so I have written as the force as Fx. Means what? The force in x direction will be equals to rate of change of momentum in the direction of force. If you remember this is the same statement we have done in the momentum equation or momentum principle, the first concept of dynamics of fluid flow, correct? So the overall concept of this concept will be remaining same as it of momentum equation, just there is modified in the formula. There is some modification in the formula. So if we are finding the rate of change of momentum, so obviously we will be writing as initial momentum minus final momentum divided by time, correct? So initial momentum it is given by mass into initial velocity minus final momentum we have written as mass into final velocity divided by time. So in this step we can see that the mass is common for both the terms, so we can take common. So mass is taken outside of the bracket, so mass divided by time in bracket initial velocity minus final velocity, correct? So time it is, we take time in seconds, correct? So mass divided by seconds into initial velocity. Initial velocity means what? The velocity through which the jet is coming out from the nozzle minus final velocity means speed, the velocity at the point where the jet is striking on the plate. Okay, so that velocity is equal to 0, as I said. The velocity of the jet after striking is 0. And one more thing, mass per second I have written as rho q. I hope everyone knows this. I have done this in the previous module. I have explained this in the previous module. So mass per second will be written as rho into q, correct, into initial velocity is v and the final velocity is 0. So it will be rho into q into v, correct? So this is one equation. If you want to solve this equation or elaborate more, so you can write this discharge as q is equal to a into v, area into velocity. So it will be rho into a into v, correct? So it will be rho into a into v, it will be v square, correct? So the final equation will be Fx equal to rho a v square. Rho will be the density of fluid, correct? Next a will be the area of jet, area of cross section of jet, and v will be the velocity of a fluid passing through the pipe, correct? So this is a simple small derivation which has been asked in the exam semester, so better understand this. If you don't get this, please let me know. So we will be moving ahead towards the numerical. Numericals are of simple and you can understand easily. So the numerical based on impact of jet on vertical plate. So first numerical is find the force exerted by the jet of a water of diameter 75 mm. Means what? They have given the diameter which is of 75 mm. Correct? Means what? When the jet of a water is coming out through the nozzle, and the diameter of that jet is 75 mm. Okay? On the stationary flat plate, when the jet strikes the plate normally, so here they have given the condition that the plate is at normal position. Means what? The plate is vertical, and if the plate is vertical, means obviously the jet when strike, it will be bending towards 90 degree. Correct? Means what? If suppose this is the nozzle and this is the jet, here it is the plate. Before writing solution, always you try to do draw the diagram. So this is the jet. So the jet will be, after striking, it will be moving in 90 degree. Correct? Always draw diagram when you are going through the numerical. Okay. So next is the with a velocity of 20 meter second. So they have given the velocity of this jet. It is 20 meter per second. Correct. So our aim is to find the force exerted by the jet of water on the plate. Means what? What amount of a force will be exerted by this jet on this plate at this point. Correct. So I hope this arrow will be writing as Fx. Correct. So next given we will writing in the given. So given is J equals to 75 mm. So we will be converting into meters. It will be into 10 raised to minus 3. So 0.075 meter. Next is area. Area equals to pi by 4 into d square. So pi by 4 d square, which is equal to 0.004417 meter square. So this is the area of this cross section. Okay, cross section of jet. Next is velocity. So velocity equals to 20 meter per second. They have given it. Next is force. Force exerted by the jet on the water. So we have derived the equation. Correct. So as per the derivation, the equation is Fx equal to rho a v square. So we will be using this equation similarly here. So Fx equal to rho a v square. Correct. So rho is, we have given the rho. We have given the fluid. The fluid is water. Obviously the density will be 1000 into area. We have calculated the area. And next is v square, means velocity square, 20 square. So we get the final value as 1766.8 Newton. If we convert it into the kilonewton, it will be 1.7668 kilonewton. So 1.766 kilonewton of a force is exerted by the jet on this plate. Condition applied when the plate is vertical. The similar equation is given for the different condition. For example, if the plate is inclined or the plate is curved, then the value of this force obviously will be changing. Correct. So value will be changing, the equation will be changing. So you should remember all the equations, also all the conditions. Okay. Okay. So we will be moving towards next numerical. So next numerical, the question is, water is flowing through a pipe at the end of which a nozzle is fitted. Correct. So we will be again drawing the diagram. So there is a pipe, nozzle is fitted at the end. This is the pipe, this is the nozzle. The diameter of the nozzle is 100 mm. So this diameter is 100 mm, and the head of the water at the center of the nozzle is 100 meter. Means what? They have given the head. Hence head means what? It is somewhat, we can take it as a height. Correct. So they are given as a height equals to 100 meter. Correct. Head of water means we can take it as a H, capital H. So at the center of the nozzle, they have mentioned at the center of the nozzle it is 100 meter. So from some datum surface to center of nozzle it is 100 meter. So capital H equals to 100 meter. Find the force exerted by the jet of water on fixed vertical plate. So there again the condition that is the plate is fixed and it is in vertical position. Correct. So we will be completing the diagram. So we will be writing the given. So the first given is D equals to 100 mm. Correct. The diameter of the nozzle is 100 mm. We will be converting into meter equals to 0.1 meter. Next, the head is H equal to 100 meter. Next, one more thing. Okay, here we left out. The coefficient of velocity is given as 0.95. So I hope everyone knows the coefficient of velocity, coefficient of discharge, and coefficient of area. So I think you have done this in fluid mechanics too. So they have given us CV equals to 0.95. So this is 0.95. So the area will be equal to pi by 4 into d square. Correct. So we will be using diameter here 0.1 square. So we get area 0.007854 meter square. This is the area of jet. Correct. Area of jet, or we can say it as the area of nozzle. Next, the next step is to find the VTH. VTH means V theoretical velocity. So to find the theoretical velocity, the formula is square root of 2g into h. And for this purpose, we have given the head. We have given the head h equals to 100 meter. So to find the theoretical velocity, we have given the capital H. So the formula is square root of 2gh, 2 into g 9.81 into h 100 meter. So after solving this, we get 44.294 meter per second. So this is the theoretical velocity. But as you know that every time the theoretical velocity be more than the actual velocity. In any pipe, actual velocity is always less than the theoretical velocity because of the friction or because of the losses, major losses, minor losses. So one more thing you should know that in this equation, the rho into A into V square, the V is V actual. Okay, this is V actual means what? Actual velocity. And in this numerical we have find the V theoretical. Correct. So this is the V theoretical. So our next step will be obviously to find the V actual means actual velocity. So to find the actual velocity, there is one more formula is CV equal to V actual divided by V theoretical. Means what? The coefficient of velocity is equal to actual velocity divided by theoretical velocity. So in this equation we know the coefficient of velocity they have given as 0.95 and theoretical velocity we have find out. So we can multiply and find out the actual velocity. Correct. So the actual velocity equal to CV into VTH. So after multiplying we get 42.08 meter per second. If you compare this both values, you can understand that the actual velocity is 42 and theoretical velocity is 44. And obviously the actual is less than the theoretical. Means what? There is losses, and due to that the velocity has been decreased. Okay. So we will be moving towards next step. So next step will be to find the force exerted by the jet. So the formula remains same, rho into A into V square, P actual square. So rho will be 1000 into area is the same we have used here, into V actual, this 42.08 square. So the last value is 13907.2 Newton. Correct. So in kilonewton it will be 13.9 kilonewton. So 13.9 kilonewton of a force is exerted by the jet on this vertical plate when the condition is that the plate is vertical. Okay. So I hope everyone understands this numerical. If anyone don't get numerical or don't get the concept, please call me or message me. I will try to solve this concept very easily. Thank you for watching this video. We will be solving next case in the next video. So thank you so much.